Ooh, what's going on, brothers? What is going on? It's your dude, Mr. International Passport. We're here for a future classic live stream. First and foremost, though, please press on one in the live stream chat if you can hear me loud and clear. Loud and clear. Mayday, mayday. Check 1 2, check 1 2. Who's here? Who's in the building? Who's here, man? Who's here? Can you hear me loud and clear? Crypto in focus.
I hear you fine. You hear me?
Yes, I hear you, brother. Your audio is very clear. Just want to make sure people who are watching live can hear us, bro. Base pill clips is always, as always, with the one. Appreciate you, brother. Salute to you, brother. Awesome. Who else is here in the building, man? Who else is here? Who else is here? It's a beautiful, cold Saturday morning over here in the UK. So who's here, bruv? Who's here? Press on one in the live stream chat. If you're watching on Twitter, press on 1 2. Is the audio good across the board? Please confirm. If there's any problems, I can fix it right now. Please, who's here? Press on 1. Can you press on 1 in the live stream chat? My audio is good, please. Okay. Hold on. Let me just double check something. It's a bit dodgy here. Audio, echo, noise. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, awesome. Thank you, Adam, Byzantine, Talk Media. Let's get straight into it. So, brothers, welcome aboard for a future classic live stream. I'm your gracious host, Mr. International Passport. I want to say, when you come in the live stream today, please like the video, hit the super chats, hit the PayPal. Please show me some support. That'd be greatly appreciated. And of course, July 2024 Python course, July 2024 Python course on the way. Okay, I'll be teaching you brothers Python. Shout out to my previous graduates who graduated last month, this month, 2 weeks ago. A pleasure teaching them, and I can't wait, right, to teach a new bunch of students, okay, upcoming IT passport bros. Cop the merch too, and join the Patreon as well for upcoming intel on crypto, stocks, traveling, all on the Patreon, exclusive intel for you brothers. So nope, you don't need to know anything about Python. I will teach you Python from scratch, okay, from the very beginning. So let's get straight into it, right? I got a very special guest here called Mr. Crypto in Focus. Can I call you Crypto, bro? Is that cool, or should I call you a CIF?
As you would like, man.
Okay, I'll call you Miss. I'll call you Mr. Crypto. So,
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Crypto, thank you very much for your time, bro. Mr. Crypto has a lot of experience in Morocco, currently living there, okay? Has a Moroccan wife, is in crypto. He's going to break down the whole 9 yard from us, from his journey into getting into Morocco, crypto, having a Moroccan wife, the whole 9 yard, and the financial freedom and freedom in general as being a brother in this travel space. Mr. Crypto, okay? Hope you're well, brother, okay? Please give us a brief intro as to who you are, where you're from, and anything interesting about you, bro.
Yeah, man. So I am from the U.S. I'm from the Midwest. I've been in Morocco since 2016. So when I first came out here, I started teaching English, and not the best job, but it did give me a way out. It kind of gave me a gateway into tech and IT. So
You there? What the Hold on.
oh
Hello.
yeah, can you hear me?
Sorry, but I think you dropped off there. Sorry, I had IT, and then you dropped off. Let me just check my router. Is it me? Hold on, bro.
Mm-mm.
Okay, brother, carry on, brother. Sorry, might be
Yeah,
me.
actually, give me let me get this off and then plug your Python course because I think that my phone uh it closes after like 30 seconds, so I just need to change that setting. So I'll finish this and then go back into your Python course.
Carry on, brother. Okay.
Yeah, man. So as I was saying, just teaching. I got to meet a lot of interesting people in IT. I met a lot of people that were involved in crypto, and that was kind of a gateway into where I find myself now.
Awesome, brother. Awesome, brother. So, brother, if you can fix that, let me know when you're back, brother. Okay.
All right, good.
Okay, awesome. All right, so the brother's is going to fix some technical issues there, but he'll be back in a minute or two. So yes, we got a brother who's here going to give us the whole game on crypto, IT, living in Morocco, having a Moroccan wife, and breaking out the matrix. Again, we want to break out the matrix. That's why I'm teaching you brothers Python, giving you brothers a crypto game, and I don't know what else I can do. Okay, Phil's teaching you IT as well. I'm teaching you Python. Yeah, I got to make sure you join that Python course in July 2024. Okay, it's the way I teach it, the way I give the intel for brothers. You're gonna thank yourself for life for taking my Python course. Okay, so again, crypto, IT, stocks, Python is a gateway to freedom. Okay, freedom, 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 freedom. All right, and that's all that matters. Every brother should be aspiring for freedom. It ain't a game out here in the West, man. Okay, you need to have that flexibility to move different countries, that knowledge, that intel, that network. Okay, are you part of the Discord? Are you part of the Reddit page that I have? Some of y'all brothers sleep. Some of y'all brothers sleep, man. Okay, the world is changing. The world is changing, brothers. And black men, brothers, passport bros, we gonna get to the top, man. Ain't no game out here for me, bruh. Okay? Ain't no game. Okay? It's pushing forward. Always forward, never backwards. Always forward, never backwards. You know? Giving you brothers telling you brothers how to fish. How to fish. Teach a man how to fish. He will be forever thankful. Okay? Let's get it. So the brother will be here very soon. He has some technical issues. He'll be here soon to give his intel on Morocco. I've been Morocco myself. It's a fantastic country. Every black man, every passport bro should be out there, man. You know, in fact, I want to get 1 million brothers over there to Morocco by the end of 2025. Let's make it happen, man. Okay, let's make it happen. Okay, now he's back. Okay, Mr. Crypto and Focus in the building. Yes, Mr. Crypto. How you doing, bruv? You good?
Yeah, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear, bruv. Loud and clear, man. Okay. So, brother, great intro, brother. Okay. About who you are, your life. So, brother, tell me your life in America before you ever touched down in Morocco, right? Tell me about how terrible it was. Tell me how you were in the Matrix. Tell me how Keisha was getting on your damn nerve. Break it down for me, brother.
Man, it was rough, man. I've actually been done with Keisha since like 2013, man. So basically, when I was in the States, I was always either like working really tough, like warehouse jobs, or I was in university. So, I was very bookish. Really didn't get a very fair shake in the job market. I felt like I didn't really find anything that stuck. Dating, I can't say it was going very well. I didn't really have a very strong grip on gender roles. So it was not the best experience, man. I've even been back to the U.S. a few times since I left in 2016, and I, it's very clear that the problem was not me. Yeah, I'll say that.
Damn. Okay, brother. So America, the Matrix was weighing you down. The woman there terrible. The country terrible. Okay, brother. So how did you find yourself in Morocco? How did you get there in the first place, bro?
Man, so very similar to what you do, Mr. IP. Um, an OG passport, bro. He actually threw me a line, man. So my cousin, he had actually been out of the country since I think like '06 or '07, and he was moving from the Gulf to Morocco, and he was starting a school. So he had hit me up and he said, "Hey man, I'm starting a school. I'm gonna be in Morocco. I think you would like it here. Come hang out for a bit." So I was kind of debating between Morocco and Turkey. I went and I stayed with him. I stayed with his family, man, and I just really loved it. Like I love the culture, the vibe, and I've never left other than to go back to the States and handle some business from time to time.
Wow. Okay. Awesome, brother. Awesome. So now you're in Morocco. Okay. Um, you've left America. Okay. Uh, can I ask you how that process was? Was it a hard process? Was it a long process? A lot of documents, or was it quick as an American get to Morocco?
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was easy and difficult at the same time. So what I mean is, I was not making a ton of money at the time. I was working in a warehouse. I was working night shift, so um, I really had to lock in. I had to save my money. I wasn't going out. So it probably took me about a year just to get financially where I needed to be for me to make that jump. But then once I actually got there, that was not the difficult part. Just as far as finding a sustainable source of income, acclimating to the culture, because there are some things that are somewhat similar to Western culture, but then at the same time, it's just drastically different in a ton of ways. So I can't say that it was an easy process, but it was doable. If I can do it, I don't think that I'm particularly bright or talented. I think anybody is listening right now can do it for sure.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. So you touched on it in Morocco, okay, and and you were working a teaching job in Morocco at first.
So even that, man, that was an instant. So not that being an ESL teacher is the hardest thing to do, but uh, there is some things that you need to do. Like there's some prerequisites. So one, I was finishing up my degree. I was mostly done, so it didn't take a ton of time. So you do need to have a 4-year degree or be working towards that. That helps a lot. So when I was first there, like my first year, um, I was really surviving off my loans, like my grants and things, which it was just me. It was a developing country. It still is. So it didn't take a lot. But I just took that first year to make sure that I could support myself once I graduated. So, just as far as getting the trainings that I needed, getting some practice. So after that first year, I was teaching.
Okay, awesome, bro. Awesome. So during your first time in Morocco, brother, how was life there? As a black man, cost of living. Obviously, when comparing Morocco to America, did you feel like that was the right decision you did to leave America for Morocco? If so,
Mm.
why was that, brother? Break it down for me, please.
All right. Well, I'll address that point by point. Um, so let's start with race. Um, Race is it's very very complicated. Like first off, I'll say this. So IP, have you ever heard of this term? It's called high context culture.
No, I haven't, brother. Break it down for me.
All right, so basically, it's all on a spectrum. You have a high context culture and you have a low context culture. So an example of a high context culture would be like Japan or Korea. This is a society where there are a lot of unwritten rules, but you're expected to know them and follow them. There's a very strict hierarchy. Um, Whereas in a place like the U.S., Western Europe, all of the societal rules are laid out for you. They're very, very clear. Do this, don't do that. So uh, Morocco is very, very high context. I mean, almost as if it's like Japan or Korea. So on top of the language barrier, if you don't speak Arabic, even if you're very good at French, I think there's still a language barrier. It takes a while to really understand what's going on. Um, but race is not a big deal like it is in the U.S. So to be honest, and IP, you saw my picture. Like I'm not the darkest guy, so I will say that I can't speak for everyone. But like one of my daughters, she is fairly dark. Um, but race is not a huge deal. So there are Moroccans of all shades. There are Moroccans that have blue eyes, blonde hair. There are Moroccans that look like they came from Senegal. And even if you look at Black Moroccans, there are a lot of them, particularly in the South. Uh, it's more so about their tribe and their identity than it is about their race. So I've never had a problem being a black man in Morocco. Like maybe there's been like one or two guys that just didn't like me, maybe because I was like a foreigner or something. But all in all, it's not a racist country. There are a lot of migrants from Central Africa and Western Africa. Uh, and sometimes that situation is not the best. People get upset about that, but all in all, no one will dislike you for the color of your skin.
Awesome, bro. Awesome, awesome. So now, brother, right? I want you to break down for me in terms of, so you're in Morocco, you're having a great time there. Okay. How did you pivot from that into the IT space? You're teaching,
Mm,
right, in Morocco. How did
mhm,
you start
mhm.
getting more involved in IT? Let's start with that, brother, in Morocco.
Yeah, man. So this was during the pandemic. Oh, I don't want to say that. I'm sorry. This was this was during the bug in 2020. Um, so obviously everybody had a lot more free time. Everybody had a few more bucks, more or less. So I actually ended up getting a really good contract job at Duolingo. Um, and I was basically helping them with their testing because in addition to the app that people can use to learn a language, which is very good, guys, if you're going to go to the country, at least show up speaking a few words. It goes a long way. But they also do testing for students to go to university, so they have a test to test their English level. And from working for them, I was exposed to how good their AI technology is. And obviously, Duolingo is not an Apple, they're not a Google, they're not an OpenAI. And just from the interaction with their technology, um, I was positive that I was not going to be able to teach, 5 or 10 years from then, and that was 2020. Already, if you're in the ESL space, a lot of the apps they actually offer AI alternatives, and that's only going to accelerate. So just from working with Duolingo, like I saw that technology is definitely going to be on the winning side, and of course, I like to be on the winning side when possible.
Okay, awesome, brother. So what area in IT did you get into in
Mhm.
while in Morocco, and how did you get into it, brother? What was the process? What was the processing you from switching from, you know, to that aspect of work?
Man, once again, very, very long. Um, I'm not, I'm not, I'm not a traditional IT guy. I'll say that first and foremost. So first off, I got really interested in being a data analyst. So for a while, I was studying SQL, SQL. I was working with that for a long time. I did some freelance work. I did some research, particularly in regards to crypto. I got very, very close to getting a job at a major logistics company in the US. Like I made it through like 4 rounds of interviews. And right as that was happening, that was, as you know, IP, that was when the job market really collapsed. So from there, uh, you know, being a data analyst, it's one of those jobs where, yeah, you do need to have technical skills, but it's not necessarily like a hard IT job. So I wanted to make myself more competitive. Particularly, I wanted to work on smart contracts, which is the technology behind crypto, behind the blockchain. And without being a particularly talented programmer, I really had to take my time. So I started off taking a CS50. which is a Harvard course. It's free, like it's open access. Anybody can use it. So I just really took my time with that, learning like a lot of computer science theory. Working with I think they use C for that. And then after that, I was able to take a boot camp, like a front end development boot camp. I was definitely not interested in being a front end developer. That is also an area that is very oversaturated in IT, but particularly I wanted to learn JavaScript because the syntax or the way of writing JavaScript is very similar to Solidity, which is the coding language behind Ethereum and anything in the Ethereum ecosystem. So I really took my time with that for like a year. Um, and right now, I am just kind of moving past like intermediate and that and a lot of that tooling. Um, as well, I also work for a crypto company doing like a lot of business development, kind of more on the business side. So in my personal time, I'm working on being a smart contract auditor, and I'm probably like a few months out from that. But for now, I actually do work in the industry as well.
Wow, amazing, bro. Absolutely amazing. Okay. So now you're working remotely, brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
In Morocco, right? You're doing IT crypto stuff in Morocco. That's amazing, bro. And we'll get more into crypto later. But
Mm-hmm.
I want to know more about your life in Morocco, brother, right? How is life for you as a black man? Can you tell us, the good things about living in Morocco as a black man in 2024, brother? Break it down for me, please, brother. Go on, brother.
Man, I would say being here, it was very transformative for me. Um, I would say that when I was in the States, always it was in the back of my head when I'm interacting with somebody that I am a black man. Um, Obviously, I still am. Nothing changed by me switching countries. But what I do find is that people actually interact with you as a man first. So, kind of your identity, your race, that takes a back seat. And you get to just go through life just being a person. You don't really think about race so much day to day.
Wow. Wow. So, brother, when it comes to cost of living, when it comes to food, when it comes to safety, and when you compare those aspects to America, would you say that Morocco beats out America in those aspects, brother, in every single metric, right?
Oh yeah, of course. I mean, obviously, when it comes to infrastructure, industrialization, at the moment, the U.S. would beat Morocco out. I mean, there's no argument. But yeah, cost of living, man, um, it is it's extremely low, almost negligible. So for me, I live in a suburb of Casablanca. Casablanca is the biggest city. It's the business capital, and I live about 30 minutes outside of it. I would say I live in a middle class neighborhood, 3 bedrooms, about 100 meters squared, and I pay 250 a month, um, 250 US a month. Uh, internet. I have fiber optic internet. It's actually faster than the internet I had when I was in the U.S. I pay 50 a month. Food is negligible, so that's another thing, man. Just with cost of living being so low, it really gives you time to delve into like interest to learn more high level things. You're not so focused on your day to day survival. So yeah, cost of living is great.
Amazing, brother. Brother, so what don't you like about living in Morocco?
Hmm. Aha. So yeah, there's definitely some things that I don't like. So when it comes to bureaucracy, trying to get paperwork done, I'm actually talking to you guys from Milan right now. My visa ran out, so I had to leave, and I have to go back. Um, yeah, so very very slow, very inefficient. People can just tell you no for no reason. Um, People, and this is not everyone, of course. People argue a lot, man. So just, I think this was Friday night. I was in the airport. and some guy, he's like with his wife and kids, and some dude that's working at the food stand. I mean, they sat there and had like a 30-minute argument, man. It was just extremely dramatic. It was back and forth. So, there's some goofiness from time to time. Depending on where you are, infrastructure really can be a problem depending on your neighborhood. So, sometimes, uh, the internet was just horrible. I would say like 2 years ago, the internet was basically like unusable in certain places. Uh, the roads are not the best. There's places that have excellent world class roads. I've been to, Spain, Italy. There's like paid toll roads that would rival those, but just in normal streets, not as great. Some places there is, there's some litter. As I mentioned, there's problems with migrants. So it's not utopia, guys. Like, I'm not trying to push this narrative that everybody should go move to Morocco. I don't necessarily think it's for everybody.
Wow, amazing, brother, amazing. So, brother, like, okay, so life is going well in Morocco for you, brother. I love that, right? That's amazing for you, brother. Now, before we talk about how you met your wife, having family there, etc., etc., but I want to know more about crypto, brother, right? So, brother, we are in the midst of probably the biggest crypto season. Sorry, probably the biggest crypto season we're going to see in our lifetimes. Okay, it's a different era this time. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you are involved in that scene very well. Do you mind explaining to black men, right? From Morocco, from Milan, Italy, but you are predominantly based in Morocco, right? How
Mm-hmm.
crypto changed your life and how it can change the lives of the brothers that watch my channel, brother. Break it down for me, bro.
Yeah, man. I would say that crypto is it's great just because there's so many areas where you can contribute. Like, you don't have to be a coder. You can be an artist. There are streamers. There's writers. There's influencers. Business development. Accounting. I mean, there's so many different things you can do. But I would just say, man, zoom out. Uh, I mean, ignoring crypto, this would be like ignoring the internet in 1997, 1998. I mean, the writing is really it's really on the wall. Like, you hear people say like, "Oh, it's not backed by anything." Like, no, no, brother, it's backed by Larry Fink. It's backed by it's backed by BlackRock. Um, I mean, when you have the CEO of BlackRock saying that they want to tokenize the whole stock market, um, like, what is the market cap of the entire stock market, and the fact that they're going to go and spread that across the blockchain. um, PayPal, they released a stable coin on Solana. So I mean, just from a very very broad perspective, it's very clear that this is where the capital is going.
Damn. Wow. Okay. Awesome, bro. So, brother, the crypto scene in Morocco, right? So, brother, how is it like working remotely in Morocco, doing what you're doing in crypto IT? Break it down
Mhm.
for people. How is that lifestyle like, bro?
I mean, it's I'm working remotely. I'm working. I have a home office, so you, you know I have like my whole work life. It takes place inside of my apartment. Um, I guess technically crypto is it's not legal in Morocco. Technically, um, although I have heard that people do buy and sell Bitcoin peer to peer, and then even just being on Twitter, and you have or X now as we call it, you have to be on X. Like, if you are in crypto, you just need to be there. Everyone of any importance is there. All of the alpha or all the key information is there. But my point is, there are lots of Moroccans that are taking part in crypto. In all different aspects. Whether that's being a developer, trading, or even in security. But with that being said, I have like a completely separate life, in my office and on the outside. So I'm completely disconnected. Like, I worked for a Moroccan company once in 2017 or 2018. But the thing about the Moroccan dirham, the currency, it's a closed currency. So if you are a foreigner, I think you can only spend like 2,000 dirham outside of the U.S. No, $2,000 equivalent outside of the U.S. So I don't really have an incentive to work for a Moroccan company. Yeah, so it's very separate from my day to day life, like my professional life.
Wow, awesome, bro. Awesome. So, okay. So now, brother, right? When I talk about your love life there in Morocco, so you're doing crypto in Morocco, you're doing IT in
Mhm.
Morocco, you're living a lavish lifestyle in Morocco, brother. Great cost of living. You're living that freedom lifestyle, right? That you get when you break out the matrix, brother, right? So,
Mhm.
brother, right? Okay, brother. Okay, brother. So, brother, right? The question I got for you right now, brother, is that, brother. So, brother, so tell me more about your love life, brother, in Japan. Is
Mhm.
there a special woman in your life right now, brother? So,
Uh-huh.
brother, in terms of love in Morocco, break it down for me, brother. Who is there a special woman in your life, brother?
Oh well, yeah, man. I'm married. I've been married for 7 years, I think. I have two kids, so I have a 6 year old and I have a 3 year old. So yeah, man. Like I said, I've been married for a while, and it's calm. So like when it comes to that process, feel free to ask whatever you want. We can talk about it. Um, but what I would say was even more important than my specific love life is the implications that being here had on me as a man. Um, so what I mean is that I mentioned this earlier. When I first came here, I did not understand traditional gender roles. I had a very Western understanding that you're lucky to have her. I thought it was very difficult to be in a long term relationship with the woman. Um, so it's just completely different here, man. It's like night and day when it comes to dynamics between men and women.
Okay. So, how did you meet your wife, brother? So, tell me, brother, right? Was it through a friend, brother? Was it on the apps, brother?
Mhm,
Or did you call the poacher, brother? How did you meet your current and wife, brother, right? And tell us
mhm,
more about her, brother. Go on, brother.
mhm, mhm. Yeah, man. And then once again, it's wide open as far as how you can pursue a woman. Like all of those ways that you mentioned, including code approach, those are all on the table. Personally, I met my wife uh, through friends. So my cousin was very, very good friends with my wife's dad. I had actually met him before I knew her. Um, they were very, very good people. And really my idea was that at that point, I was like 24, 25. I had made a lot of mistakes in life, man. And I was saying, I have to get this right. So I definitely, didn't want to go out there on my own. And to be honest, IP, more or less, it was really an arranged marriage, man. Like I talked to her for like 5 minutes. Her dad says, do you like her? And this is what I talk about when I say high context culture. So her dad says, yeah, do you like her? And I say, yeah. Oh, and then he says, oh, okay. So, you guys are married. So, yeah, it happened like that.
Awesome, bro. Is she black Moroccan? Is she white Moroccan? Is she mixed race Moroccan? What's she, brother?
Yeah, yeah. So she is a black Moroccan. Uh-huh.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Awesome, bro. Awesome. So, brother, is Morocco a great society to raise kids in? Is it family orientated, brother?
Oh yeah. I mean, it is great. Everywhere you go, there's kids outside, kids running, kids playing. Everything is very family friendly. There's parks everywhere, uh, toy shops everywhere. Uh, you know, there, there's quality education. I would say that the public school is not very good, but you can get a quality education for your kids for I mean really cheap. And when I say cheap, I mean 80, $90 a month. That will get your kids to go to, you know, the second or third best school in the city. Like unless you're in like Casablanca, you know, there's definitely like some more international schools, and there's some problems there, in my opinion. But outside of that, yeah, I mean, your kids are going to a really good school for a cheap price.
Awesome, awesome, brother, awesome. Okay, so you are you're living the life you truly want to live in Morocco.
Mhm.
Um, are you ever coming back to America, brother? You know, are you ever come back into the arms of Keisha? You know, are you ever come back to live under Biden's liberal America, brother?
Nah, man. That's dead. Like first off, like my kids, man. They are basically Moroccans. Like my older daughter, her English is like intermediate. It's okay. My younger daughter speaks like no English. Um, so one, it would not be good for them. It would not be good for me. Like all together as a family, I feel like our quality of life would take a step back. So yeah, I have no plans to return to Keisha.
Awesome, brother. Awesome. So, brother, am I missing anything here in this discussion? Is there things you want to speak about that I missed out, maybe in terms of the IT space, crypto space, or Morocco? There is there anything else I'm missing out here, brother, that you can speak on?
Uh-huh. Um, man, I guess if I did want to add one thing, man, uh, I would say no matter what. Once again, I wouldn't advise everyone to necessarily move here, but I would say even just from a geographical standpoint, man, it's really an amazing place. So Casablanca and the surrounding area is actually closer to London than the southernmost city in Morocco. Um, so I mean, there's just so many cultures, like even within the country. Um, I mean, even just going like city to city, you can travel 2 hours, and the people will speak differently. They'll look differently. They'll dress differently. So yeah, man, I would say even if you're not going to move there, it's a very good place to visit.
Wow, wow. Okay, awesome, bro. Awesome, awesome, awesome. All right, brother. So, shall we open up the phone lines for questions for you, brother, about your life in Morocco and other bits to discuss, brother? How does that sound?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, awesome. All right, brothers, I'm gonna open up the phone lines here. You know, hopefully this is motivated you to do the Python course to start looking into crypto now. There's a huge correction going on right now, brother, in crypto. What is that? Brother, anything you're looking at, brother, right now, crypto, in terms of buying with this correction?
hmm and actually, I'm glad that you brought up the Python course, man. Very quickly before we move into that, um, man, if you took IP's course, or if you're thinking about taking it, man, you should definitely just go ahead and do it, because even if you don't get that job in the more traditional center in crypto, man, there are just so many opportunities. First off, when it comes to Python, there is a fork of Python, or a language that comes from Python, called Viper. I think that's Viper. And with Viper, you can actually write a smart contract, which once again, that is how you program a blockchain. So there's definitely an opportunity there. And then as well, the blockchain security course, or I'm sorry, industry sector, it's really booming right now, man. Which is why I'm really in a rush to get there. In a rush. So the good thing about blockchain security is, yeah, you can get a job, but it is completely open source. So there's like at least 3 or 4 firms. Every month they do 3 or 4 competitions, and all you need to do is just find the bugs, make a report, prove your claim, and you get paid out. And I'm seeing guys, you know, you do need some type of programming background, or you need to be working towards that. But I'm seeing guys, you know, they sit down for 3 or 4 months, they learn Solidity, And next thing you know, I'm not exaggerating. I swear. I can pull it up. I can send a link. But 3-4 months, these guys are making 8,000-9,000 a month, man. Really. So it's really an amazing industry, man. You if you've taken the course or you're thinking about taking it, don't worry about can I get a job or not. Just that programming logic, it carries from language to language. So yeah, I want to say that first.
Awesome, brothers. Join the Python course, man. I'm telling you, this channel is trying to set you up for success. And there'll be a time where I'm gonna retire, be in the background and just chill out, and I won't be teaching anymore. No channel. I just want to enjoy my life because right now I've got time to give brothers that intel and game to improve your lives, man. And shout out to Theo to appreciate you, bro. So let's open up the phone lines, man. So call in, brothers, call in. Okay, if you have any questions for our guest, okay, call in. Okay, awesome stream so far, brother. Awesome. So, brother, brother, what kind of lifestyle are you living, brother, in Morocco? Tell us, brother. Is it you live in that that must lifestyle, that billionaire lifestyle, brother?
Nah, man. I'm definitely not, jumping in the Maybach after the stream. Nah, man. I mean, it's one. Like I'm from the Midwest, man. Like I'm very, very unassuming. Like even if I did have Elon Musk money, like I couldn't imagine myself, being top G, jumping in the Ferrari. But what I will say is the average monthly income in Morocco is it's about $400 a month, man. So what I'm able to make, fairly easy versus what the average person makes, like it's just not comparable. So I do live a very comfortable lifestyle. But I'm not I'm not like a billionaire, obviously, like, or even a millionaire. So it's comfortable. I'm happy, man. I can't complain.
Awesome, bro. Awesome. All right, brothers. The phone lines are open. If you want to call in. We're gonna give you 5 minutes. It is I think it's 2:55 a.m. in Milan. So call in, brothers. If you can't call in, we'll end the stream. But this has been a great stream so far. If you can't call in, put your question in the super chat or PayPal donation. So, brother, is Morocco a traditional country, or do you see aspects of the West creeping in to poison the woman, brother, and their mentality?
Man, so it's not an easy question. I mean, there's definitely some elements of both. And this is very anecdotal, but I'll bring up this conversation I had with one of my students. Maybe this was like 5 years ago. So I used to live in this port city. It was very, very liberal. And actually, they called it the second city. They called it the second city because the idea is that it was the second France, the second Paris rather. So my students told me that maybe 15 or 20 years ago, there was lots of seedy activities going, lots of buying and selling going on, if you catch my drift. And it was just a very, very liberal place. But one of my students, she was just telling me that she was very sad because she said that she just felt like her city had become a lot more conservative in the last 5 or 10 years. So yeah, there's a little bit of everything. It's a very mixed bag, but even just from what I can see, it seems like it's becoming more conservative rather than less conservative over time.
Okay, awesome, bro. Awesome. That's great to hear. Let's dampen out that BS. Okay, awesome. All right, man. So any callers? Now's your time to call in. Okay.
And very quickly, you were talking about the crypto dump, or the correction that's going on. IP. What are your thoughts on that?
Brother, I'm hearing that this might be the final dump before the bull run, brother, where we're going to see life-changing gains. I'm not sure why it's happening, but if you know why it's happening, please let me know, brother, right now. I think it's time to buy, bro. It's time to double down on some coins, dollar cost average. Yeah, brother. What are your thoughts too?
Well, I am not in a position to offer financial advice, but these are my
Mhm.
thoughts. Um, I would say you should not let uh, Fink and BlackRock take your coins because it's what they're trying to do. So, and it's not like some conspiracy. If you just look at when the Bitcoin ETF was approved, you had the exact same thing happen. When the news came out, you had this quick pump. Next thing you know, everything dumps. Even after the ETF launched, there were dumps maybe for a couple of weeks. So yeah, they're going to try to shake you out. They're going to try to get you to sell your coins and capitulate. But it just doesn't make any sense, man. It's if you know that over a high time frame that it's going to go up, why would you sell at the bottom? Like, why would you sell when your coin's been losing, 20 and 30% every day for like a week and a half? Well, why would you sell? Like you said, in my mind, it's definitely the time to dollar cost average. If there was a coin that you liked when it was 80% higher, you should love it now. So man, I think it's a really good time.
Brother, so what coins are you looking at, brother? Or have you DCA'd in, or do you have what coins are you really, excited about in the boom, brother? Break it down for me.
Man, IP, man, I wish I would not have traveled, man. Like it was really a last minute thing. I had to go. But I write a newsletter. It's called Crypto and Focus as well. It's on Substack. So I was actually planning an article just so I would have it ready for you guys, but things got kind of hectic. I would say right now, we'll kind of discuss two things very quickly if you don't mind.
Of
We
course.
talked about this last week when we talked because you were asking me about if you're just wanting to get these astronomical gains, like what coins do you like? Um, I do buy meme coins from time to time. I think it's really impossible to ignore them. So I would say that if you are interested in meme coins, um, I really like what I call the blue chip meme coins. So I think that if you kind of take a basket of two or three of the most popular meme coins on every blockchain, I think it's just a winning strategy and rotate. So what I mean is on Solana we have Bonk, Bonk Inu, and we have WIF, WIF, WIF dog with fat. Both multiple $1 million market caps on ETH. Pepe, I don't think you can go wrong with Pepe. I also like APU um, on Binance Chain. You have Floki, but you get my point. If you just have this basket of meme coins, one of your meme coins does a 400%, take some profit. Put it on the one that hasn't pumped yet. I think you can't go wrong there. But on the other hand, I think that if you take coins that have fairly low supply, circulating supply, it's also going to be a very, very winning strategy. So, for example, if you like AI, if you missed out on NVIDIA, you have BitTensor. The ticker is TAO, TAO. It's an AI coin, very, very deep ecosystem. The company I work for, they're actually part of that ecosystem. I think that's very good. You have DMT, Dream Machine Token. Uh, the circulating supply is 1 million tokens. I think right now it should be trading at about 120 or so. They have a game, they have an active game, and it's actually pretty good as far as crypto games go. They're usually terrible. The game burns that token, and the team, they're very, very well known. I won't talk so much about them. That's a whole conversation on its own. And then as well, I like Metis, Metis. So Metis is a Ethereum layer two. So it means basically anything that you can deploy on Ethereum, you can deploy it on an L2. So like, what do you have? Optimism, Matic, Arbitrum. So it's very good, and the circulating supply is low. So yeah, like you said, everything is down. I think that if something is either a very popular meme or it's not a dinosaur token. It's not 8 years old. Uh, I think it probably looks good in the immediate future.
Brother, I got a caller. Before I bring him in, can you turn your camera on
Okay.
in the background, BLX? So thank you, brother. You're confirmed, brother. Thank you very much. So, brother, I have a question for you, brother. Okay, um, hold on. So, brother, what about the Solana ecosystem, brother? How do you feel about that? Do you think that's gonna pop off heavy? And within that ecosystem, what are your thoughts on the coin called Jupiter, brother? Break it out for me,
Mm-mm.
please.
Oh man, oh man, I'm very glad you brought that up. I'm super bullish on Solana. So I actually wrote an article about Solana. This was in February 2023, and it was called "Is Solana Dead?" Um, so the day I wrote this article, Solana was trading at $8 per coin, and I was incredibly bullish. So I think that the tech is great. I follow a lot of the engineers in the ecosystem, although like what I'm working on is in the ETH ecosystem. Um, and it's very very fast. It's very efficient. It's very innovative. They have a phone. Airdrops. The airdrops are really good. And IP, give me a. I do want to talk about airdrops as well, man. Especially for the guys that have like lower capital. Oh man. But my point is, yeah, Solana is a really good ecosystem. It's good if you like meme coins as well. And Jupiter, I actually got a Jupiter airdrop that was very good. I made a lot of money with Jupiter. So yeah, I like it. I use their product on a regular basis, like probably like 2 or 3 times a week. I think that they're very innovative. They have a lot of bridging, so you can actually bridge your things from Solana to the EVM to the Ethereum virtual machine. So yeah, I'm very bullish on both Jupiter and Solana.
Amazing. No, it just confirms that my research is that I'm doing good research. Thank you, brother. Amazing.
Mhm.
Okay, let me bring in BK BLX in the chat. Sorry, bro. Shout out to Zaki Yahoo for the support. Morocco is number one. Peacefully City Justin left 2 weeks ago. Obiving nothing but finds their dimes. Awesome, bro. Brother, is Morocco the land of beautiful women? I know you're a married man, but
Mhm. Yeah. I mean, that doesn't have anything to do with it, man. Yeah, for sure. Very, very beautiful women. Even right now, man, I'm in Milan, and the quality of women versus the U.S. It's very glaring. Yeah, so yeah, very beautiful women, both here and in Morocco.
awesome, bro. Okay, let me bring in Mr. BLX in the background. Let's go. What's going on, BLX? How you doing, bro?
Hey, how you guys doing?
Hey, what's up, bro?
Fantastic. How you doing, bro? You good?
Yeah, I'm doing excellent. I've got a one or two questions for our gentleman here, crypto in focus. So I'm actually planning to visit Morocco and Casablanca in the future. It sounds like you're living somewhere around that area. So my question is, what neighborhoods do you think I should look at in terms of livability?
Mm. Um. So how long are you planning on staying?
About a month.
About a month. Um. So to be honest, um, I would advise you not to spend very much time in Casablanca. Um. So 1 or 2 days is fine, but it's one of those cities, man. If you don't know anyone, there's not really a ton to do. It's not really a tourist city. Everyone's just going about their business. That being said, California is very very nice. Um, so you have a train station called Casaport. I think that anything near Casaport, like within like 10 or 15 minutes, is good. But generally, man, I would honestly advise you, spend more time in Marrakesh. Marrakesh is great, especially for tourism. Spend more time in Tangier. Tangier is beautiful, but yeah, man, you don't want to spend too much time in Casablanca, in my opinion.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, all right. Well, are there any neighborhoods in Marrakesh or Tangier that I should be looking at?
Hmm. So like with I would say that the same thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah. So when it comes to Marrakesh, I would say stay in the old city. Um, Now you do have to be careful. To be honest, like if you look like a lick, or if you look like you're exploitable, people will exploit you. But like, just be very firm. Be willing to say no. You can walk away from any interaction. No one's going to bother you. But yeah, man, I would say that if you're in Marrakesh, definitely just stay in the old city. And generally, I would say that it's a pattern. Like if you're in Morocco, uh, almost every Moroccan city has an old city. Stay near the old city because one, it's very very interesting, and then two, the old city is typically somewhat close to the business district. So everything that you're going to want to see will be like basically in those areas.
Okay. Just look for the old cities. Got
Mhm.
it. One other question is, and you might have answered this already, but I got to the stream a little bit late. Are you or is your wife Muslim?
Yes, yes.
Let's see. Yeah, I was wondering if most likely you would have to like you know uh, convert. Well, I'm not Muslim myself, but
Hmm.
I do know it's pretty much a Muslim only society.
Hmm. So that's kind of complicated. So I would say that being Muslim, it is very important, like being Muslim and speaking Arabic. But what I will say that there are non-Muslim people. So what I mean is, one, there are Moroccan Jews. They're a very small insular community. I've heard maybe there's about 2,000 of them. But as well, I don't know, if you're into West African women, there are tons and tons of West African women, particularly from Cote d'Ivoire, Ivory Coast. There's a few from Cameroon. So there are women. Um, yeah, yeah. There's definitely non-Muslim women there for sure.
All right. Thank you. That's pretty much it for my questions.
Oh yeah, no problem, man. Thanks.
Awesome. Great questions there, BLX. Great questions, bro. Shout out to Mr. Yakahayu, creator only. Everything this brother said is correct. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Thank you, bro. Awesome. Okay, any new callers?
And let me add one last thing, IP. Like you sound like you're you're about to call it a night, but I do want to add this, man. So if there's anyone listening, if you are low capital, um, it is still not too late, man, to get involved. Um, so IP, have you heard of airdrops or airdrop hunting, airdrop farming?
Nope.
Man, it's huge, and I would say personally, I've made quite a bit of money, man, doing that. It's very scalable. So basically, when you have tokenless protocols, like Jupiter, for example, man, that was an airdrop. So I used Jupiter last year, and just because I had a certain amount of volume on Jupiter, when they opened that protocol, they gave me free money, and that's happened time after time after time. There are people that are doing this. As a business, they're making 2,000, 3,000 wallets. They're really scaling it up, man. So if you do have low capital, low skill, just go on X, Twitter, and just type in airdrop farming, and there are just tons and tons of resources there, man. So it's definitely not too late for you. I know Bitcoin is 66K, 70K. But yeah, man, just stay in the game. Yeah.
Awesome. Any callers? This is the time, man. Any callers? Any callers? If not, I'm gonna wrap up the stream very soon. This is the perfect time. If you want to ask questions, call in. Okay. Are there any callers? Do you have any more questions, BLX?
Yeah, I do have something to say just really quickly about using airdrops, which, like your brother said, there's definitely free money out there. So definitely utilize it, but also be careful because there's a lot of airdrop scams out there. So you definitely would want to separate your wallets and not keep everything in one wallet and try to do airdrops in that wallet because you can definitely use or attempt to sell a token and then it just drains your entire portfolio. So just use separate wallets so that everything stays secure.
100%. He's right.
Awesome. Okay, but I don't think there'll be any more callers in. Mr. Crypto in Focus, thank you for your time, brother. Do you have any closing statements?
No, man, that's it. I appreciate you having me, letting me get everything off, man. It was good to be here, hang out, talk to you guys, man. Hopefully, I'll be back soon.
Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. So, brothers, just Crypto in Focus here again. Join the Python course. Join the Patreon for upcoming and of course stock and crypto intel right now on the Patreon, and of course can support the movement by copying the merch and joining the Patreon. And I'll see you brothers on the next